You people fucking crazy.
What we're doing is we are actually not playing the guitar. We are simply coordinating our brain with our hand. This is a public service announcement that there is a direct correlation to your practicing and your ability to play the guitar. So let's start with a G chord. Play a G chord. G.
Okay.
Now on the G, and now let's just and as a way to practice and as a way to get this down, what we're going to do is just do very basic things. So I'm gonna ask you to rest your palm so that you're not, you know, so it's, and I'm going to ask you to just play the sixth and the fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now, I notice that you're looking at it, and that's good. Just practice that. Nice. And we're not trying to do anything fancy. In fact, we're doing something that's totally not fancy. We're just going back and forth on the fourth and the sixth string. Now, just to make it a little bit harder, but doing the same thing, now what we're going to do is we're going to go alternate between the sixth and the fifth. Watch. 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6. So the next thing that we're going to do, just for the heck of it, is when you're finger picking and playing the melody with your pinky, there are going to be times when you're going to play the low string and the high string at the same time, and we just call it a pinch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When it comes to the, so there's two different parts, okay? The first part is this, and we're going to practice that separately. And then we're going to practice this separately too. You can lay your hand down, and you can put your thumb on the low string just to get the feeling of how your hand is located. But when we're practicing the high notes, let's not play the low notes. So let's just go. And you can change the order of it too. But what you're playing is the first open, second open, third, second open. And guess what? It's this, you know the blues, the E blues scale? It's the same notes. It's the same notes as the E blues scale because the G major scale is the E blues scale. Next step is we're going to just play the G chord. And we're going to, instead of just playing the high note, we're going to play the second string on the third fret. So second high, third fret high. No, see now we're playing on the second and we're going to play on the third also, so watch. So one of the beauties of playing in G is that these three strings can be played open anytime you want. So we're playing on the high, on the second, and on the third. So don't play with your thumb. Just take your pinky, open on the high, on the third fret, open, second string, third fret, open, third string, and this is what that becomes. Listen. And I threw in the G7, which is the high string on the first fret. So it's I think this is called the spike driver blues. Then watch this. So high, high, second, high, third. Da, 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 da. So it's da, 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 da. Da, da, da. And then da, 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 da. High, high, open, high, high, second, high, third. Second, high string twice on the third fret. Second string, third fret. High fret open. High string, third fret. Da, 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 da. It's really not hard. Da, 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 da. Literally like riding a bicycle. You do have to get used to it. And you do have to do it over and over again before it happens. You know, your normal thing is to lift your finger like this. Well, guess what? We're not going to do that. We're going to keep the finger there. But it absolutely takes your brain going to your fingers and doing it over and over again. And eventually it becomes it becomes easy. So for instance, I mean, if you watch my teacher, Jeremiah, who's in town, by the way, if you watch Jeremiah, he can play the most amazing, complicated things, and he doesn't look at it. Right now, I'm not looking at it either. And there are certain things that I can do without looking at it. And it just becomes second nature. It's not, it's not that I'm good at it. It's just that I've practiced it and I can do it. It's just like riding a bike. You see somebody riding a bike. Actually, people riding bikes can go fuck themselves. But you see somebody riding a bike and they can just do it, and they're not thinking about it. They just do it, and that's what we're looking for. I know I've said this before, and it's really hard sometimes for people to understand it. But when you're practicing. You are specifically not playing it, but practicing it, going in your head with it so that the basics of it are what you're doing. You're not playing a song, you're not playing a melody, you're just practicing the technique. And again, by looking straight ahead, it really helps. You're learning and practicing a technique, and you have to just play the thing over and over again. It may be fucking boring, but that's how you fucking do it, for God's sakes.